Good morning, sir. Are you James Ward?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
And Mr. Burbank, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
Mr. Ward, in cause number 240541, you're charged, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a second-degree felony offense of robbery.
Whoa, second-degree felony robbery. Just to clarify, that's no minor charge. In Texas, this can carry up to 20 years. But here's the twist, watch closely. The state is offering deferred probation. Why? Good behavior, weak evidence. Let us know in the comments what you think sparked this deal * intro.
And that's from April 11th of 2022. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Burbank?
Many people miss. Restitution isn't just a slap on the wrist, it's a financial consequence that can last years. The court's punting the final dollar amount, but trust when it lands heavy.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to pay restitution that would be determined between now and when we come back for sentencing, and there would be dismissals in the misdemeanor cases. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection to that.
It's admitted. Any evidence that Mr. Ward's not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you, your case, and then we'll figure out restitution, and we'll come back later for sentencing. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, there's a case that was received by our office just a few weeks ago, not yet indicted, for evading with a motor vehicle. The offense date is from December of '24.
Okay.
Should that case get indicted, we will be running it concurrent with this.
Okay. So if
I
it
don't
gets
think, I don't think a decision's been, I don't think it's been presented to the grand jury yet.
All right. So obviously, if that case gets indicted, the understanding is that you would come in, we would do the same thing on that case, and you would have a probation that would run at the same time as this one. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom, and she's sitting at that desk right over there, okay? We'll see you back at sentencing.
We pivot case to, and brace yourselves, the charges are even more serious. Injury to a child or elderly person, that's not just a courtroom moment, that's a social gut punch. But watch how quickly things shift behind the scenes.
May you be excused to that, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. You're John Van Wright.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Van Wright is charged in each of his cases with injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, Brennan Mitchell filed an appearance this morning. He's going to serve as lead counsel in this case, and I'm going to take a step back
Okay.
as co-counsel.
Notice of appearance and as well as the motion.
Okay. It's obviously, if he just filed it, it takes time to get through e-file, so we don't see all of that yet. Any issues, Mr. Smith? So one of these is an MTRP and one of them is a new case.
That's right, Your Honor.
All right. No issues with regard to any contact or anything that we're not wanting?
No, this
or-
wasn't somebody that knew this circumstance, but he normally would get, I don't anticipate it.
And probation's here, as far as, for now, everything's going okay? Okay, I'll reset the case, and Mr. Mitchell can get the information that you have, obviously, with regard to discovery. If there's anything else that needs to be turned over, we'll get an announcement at the next court date.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thanks. Good morning, and ma'am, you're Erica Messina, and Ms. Messina is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle in 24 DCCR 2100. What is the announcement?
Judge, we finished discovery. I do believe that this is a case that the state may be willing to dismiss. And so as opposed to putting on the trial docket, we're asking for one more continuance so they can take a closer look at it.
All right.
If that's fine, if you allow us, Judge, if not, we can put it on there.
No, we're not going to just put it on there. If there's something that might get worked out, obviously I'll just do a normal reset of 30 days. If something happens, great. If not, then we'll take care of a rejection on that date.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're free to go stay in touch with Mr. Galmore. He'll let you know when you need to be back. You're Mason Crooks. And Mr. Crooks, you're on probation for theft of property, a third-degree felony. And I received an administrative hearing. So you've been charged with, it looks like another offense of assault, family violence, maybe.
This right here. This isn't just a legal issue, it's a life breakdown. Financial pressure, medical conditions, excuses stacking like unpaid bills. But the judge, she's had enough. And what comes next is courtroom accountability unfiltered.
Is that correct? But it looks like they're not pursuing that. Is that still the position? Are you working? Why aren't you working?
The state of Texas took my driver's license away because I take seizure medicine.
So do you not live anywhere where you could get to a job?
I have job applications out for the tire shop by our house to where I can work now between 7 and 2 before my wife goes to work for CNN. We haven't had a deal for about a month. It's been a problem. It has, and you can ask Mr. Barrow, it has been a problem.
You owe so much money. I mean,
He was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get it caught up either.
I know. I mean,
The man told me the other man's going to buy our property when it gets finally cleared, and then it's bulldozers there.
I think the thing of it is, Judge, is that Mr. Crooks, he's been on probation for 2.5 years now, being courtesy supervised over in Orange County, and he seems to be coming up with every excuse in the book. And Orange County is just at the point where they're just tired of dealing with it, and they're almost ready to return his case back to Jefferson County, based off of the offense. That is his uncle.
right.
And so we submitted an order of amended conditions, so just
The no contact. I got that. Have there been any other issues since the no contact, since that was signed?
So not since the no contact was signed. Had an issue with walking by the uncle's house, and the uncle called into the probation department over in Orange County.
Zero tolerance alert. You heard it, 2 to 10 years for walking down the wrong street. It's not just about the routes, it's about defiance. This is where courtroom patience turns into final warnings.
Reporting him saying that, he's taunting or whatnot. And I advised Mr. Crooks to take another route instead of just going by there.
How far apart do y'all live?
I live in Mauriceville, he lives in Orange.
So why would you have been walking by his house?
I had to walk through the neighborhood to get to my direction of home.
From Orange to Mauriceville?
Yes, ma'am. All the houses were instead of 62, 16th Street. I went through all the neighborhoods.
I bet there's a number,
Yeah, there's
any number of other ways that you can go if you're walking from Orange to Mauriceville instead of in front of your uncle's house, who we're having all these issues with.
Yes, ma'am.
That's,
Um,
do you
I
understand?
made a mistake.
Well, but you keep making mistakes, and your mistake's going to cost you potentially 2 to 10 years in prison, because this is going to be the last time we're in court talking about this. All right, one more call about you walking by a house, showing up somewhere where they are, sending a message, whatever it is, however it is, then you're going to be back in here, and I'm going to ask your probation officer to file an MTRP. If you're not paying the money and we're not getting the victim of this paid back, then you might as well be sitting in prison. So it's time for you to get busy. You've been on probation for 2.5 years, and from this point forward, it is not going to go like it has been. There's not going to be an excuse for everything. Figure it out. Walk, get a bicycle, get a job, and start making payments. I don't care where you're working. Get a job. Figure it out. Make a budget. I want that done quickly. I want you to have a job quickly, and I want you to start making payments, because what happens is if you don't start doing everything you're supposed to, Orange is going to send your case back to Jefferson County. If they do that, two options. One, a motion to revoke your probation because you can't do what you're supposed to over there. Two, you're going to have to come over here and report and do everything in Jefferson County. So if transportation and all of that's an issue with just getting around locally, it's going to be a big issue if you have to come back here.
Classic modern-day trap, online purchase, reversed payment, and boom felony theft. Reyes isn't the mastermind here, but the law doesn't always care who clicked first. Is that fair? Comment below if you've seen scams like this before.
All right, this is it. You're on zero tolerance at this point. Get it all taken care of or you're going to be right back in here. All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks.
You're free to go. Good morning. Are you Ramiro Reyes? And Mr. Reyes was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the state jail felony offense of theft of property. I've received the pre-sentence report.